Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. I'm really excited for today's video because today I'm going to be sharing with you how to duplicate the very popular Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Body Oil. This is a firming oil. Probably a lot of you already know about this company. Their fragrances in their body sprays, their Brazilian crushed Cherryosa number 62 and 71 are of my favorite fragrances. Absolutely love the body sprays, and I love this body oil as well as the Bum Bum cream. So if you don't know this company, they are everywhere in Sephora and other places that you can buy Bath and Body and cosmetics, and they are kind of a higher end, more expensive cosmetics. So I'm really excited to be sharing with you how to duplicate this firming body oil today. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my full visual process and tutorial of how to make this duplicate of the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Firming Oil. And if you would like the full written recipe plus a full detailed step-by-step tutorial and links to where I purchased all the supplies and materials to make this oil, please head on over to my Patreon campaign. This one will be available at the $7 level. This is going to be considered my bonus recipe for the month of April. If you haven't had a chance to check out my campaign yet, I really hope that you'll go and check it out. I'll place the link to my campaign in the description box below for you. There are literally hundreds of recipes for you to take advantage of just at the $5 level, all in the hair care, skincare, soap making, and candle making areas. There are also 4 other tiers for you to take a look at and take advantage of, each with their own unique benefits. We offer things like live monthly hangouts, coupon codes to my favorite suppliers at sign up, monthly gift packages, quarterly classes. It's a great way to connect with me and other makers. Come on over and see what thousands of other makers have already come to love about my campaign. I'm a crowd-funded content creator, so your contribution really means the world to me. All right, let's get started. All right, I'm first going to start off by telling you what goes into this very special firming oil. There are a lot of ingredients in this, so I'm going to give you the highlights. So this is a combination of fractionated coconut oil, sunflower seed oil, Brazilian olive oil, macadamia seed oil, jojoba seed oil, coconut oil, fragrance, squalane oil, guarana fruit extract, some other extracts that are high in antioxidants, plankton extract, which is like a seaweed, acai extract, amaranthus seed extract, wheat germ extract, barley extract, vitamin E, and preservative. There's a whole list of other ingredients that make up the unique fragrance. And what I tried to do when I was duplicating this is focus on the highlights, because there was no way I was going to be able to source all of the extracts and ingredients that make up this oil. They are probably made in-house at Sol de Janeiro, along with their fragrance that is probably was made by a perfumist. So we're going to do our best to duplicate this firming oil by focusing on what this firming oil does and highlighting those ingredients, but also scaling back on some ingredients and sourcing ingredients that are easy for us to get that have the same properties as the properties in this oil. And I'll go through those ingredients as we make it. So basically, this oil is focused on firming the skin, depuffing the skin. It says it right on the bottle that we have visibly firming and depuffs with guarana caffeine complex microalgae extract. So this is full of antioxidants and caffeine for depuffing and firming the skin. This is also made up of very lightweight oils, which I'll be talking about as we go along. So I just tried to focus on the seaweed extract and the plant extracts for the antioxidant, and also some extracts that are going to give us that caffeine, and then oils that give us the same feel as this oil here. And we're not going to be using a preservative today, because this is an anhydrous product. It doesn't require the use of a preservative because we're not adding any water. But if you were going to sell this to the masses, you may want to add a preservative. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and start off with some fractionated coconut oil. Now, being that it's the first ingredient on the list of ingredients for the firming oil, My assumption is that this is used in the highest quantity of the formula. So that's what we're doing here as well. We're just going to be making a little 100-gram batch. By the way, this is 3.4 ounces. It's a tiny little bottle. It retails for $52, but the packaging is absolutely brilliant. It's got a little rubber boot on the bottom so it doesn't clank around. This is glass, and this is a little pump so your hands don't get messy. So we're going to go ahead and weigh off our fractionated coconut oil. And that packaging, by the way, is probably a big reason why this is a expensive product to buy in the store. And they probably have it specially made. I'm sure you can't find anything that looks just like that to buy yourself. What's kind of cool about this bottle is it will be reusable. So when I'm done using this, I'll just refill this with my duplicate of the Bum Bum oil. All right. Next up is the sunflower seed oil. Now, the fractionated coconut oil and the sunflower seed oil, and actually all the oils that we're going to be using here today, are very lightweight and very easily absorbed into the skin. That kind of makes a huge difference when you are making a body oil. If you want something that's absorbed easily into the skin, you're going to need to use oils like the ones that I'm using today. If you want something more heavy or emollient, you use different oils. The Bum Bum firming oil is super lightweight. Sometimes oils can feel greasy on the skin, and you guys know if you've been following me for a while that I don't like that feeling. So to come across a body oil that doesn't feel greasy on the skin is sometimes a little bit hard to come by, and it took a little bit of practicing and formulating to get it just right. But really, you can put this on and it doesn't feel greasy. It absorbs right away into your skin. Now, during my research, one of the things I learned about this oil is that it contains not just extra virgin olive oil. It contains something very special. It's extra virgin olive oil, but it's Brazilian olive oil. And the difference between this oil and an extra virgin olive oil, say from Italy, is the consistency. This is a very lightweight olive oil. You could, of course, if you didn't want to buy this, you could, of course, replace this with a golden olive oil or a little bit of a lighter weight olive oil. But in the spirit of trying to recreate the Bum Bum oil, I went ahead and purchased this beautiful Brazilian extra virgin olive oil, and I have to tell you, I think it's made a big difference in my formula with how it feels and the overall emolliency. My formula duplicate feels almost identical to the Bum Bum oil. So we're going to go ahead and place in our Brazilian olive oil, and I'll give you guys a little bit of a show and tell at the end so you can see. But as you can see, it's pretty lightweight, and it's got a beautiful golden color, and it has a little pour spout on this one, so it's easy to measure. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So the next one we're going to be weighing off is the macadamia oil. Macadamia oil is a rich oil, but again is also very lightweight. It's versatile, and it just feels really good on the skin. It's very nourishing, high in vitamins and antioxidants. So we're going to go ahead and use the macadamia oil. I think I just purchased this one on Amazon. Also has a nice little pour spout, making it really easy to weigh off. Also, at the end of this video, I'll have a breakdown of the cost per ounce for you, so you can see what this costs to make it yourself versus buying it. Of course, it's not going to be a 100% duplicate. We would not ever be able to do that, and probably nor would you want to. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and add in some jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is another very lightweight, beautiful oil for the skin that is a little bit more of on the expensive side, but is very close to your own skin makeup, so it absorbs easily. It's super, super nourishing. And you guys, if you know about oils and oil properties, you probably are noticing that this is a more of a high-end body oil, which is a contributing factor to why the Bum Bum oil is a rather expensive oil for the amount that you're getting. So there's the jojoba. Then we're going to use squalane. Squalane oil is also very close to jojoba oil, very similar in properties. Squalane oil is very well known for its anti-aging properties. You could use this directly on your face too. That's it. Very lightweight. I mean, if you put this on in your hand and rub it on your skin, you will see it's just a super lightweight, fast absorbing oil. One of my favorites to use, actually. The next oil we're going to be using is some flax oil. Now I'm using flax oil in place of something in here that was similar that I couldn't source. I'm going to try to find that. It might have been in place of the wheat germ extract or the barley extract. In my research, one of them has a really strong smell, and I didn't want the smell to overpower the fragrance that we're going to be using. So I found something similar in property and actually a little bit cheaper. We're going to be using flax oil. Very nutrient dense. This also has a little pour spout on it. Perfect. And then next we're going to be adding in our extracts. So to focus on the seaweed extract, the antioxidant, and the caffeine, I had to find extracts that were oil soluble, not water soluble, because again, we're making an anhydrous product, and a lot of the extracts that they list as in the ingredients of the Bum Bum oil are impossible to source, meaning I think that they probably make them in-house. So I've done a lot of research on this. So these little extracts I got from Brambleberry, and they were very inexpensive. So in place of our antioxidants, we're going to be using the papaya extract. All right, perfect. That papaya extract is going to be high in antioxidant. And then in place of the plankton, we're going to be using some seaweed extract. Some extracts from other companies and suppliers can be very expensive. I found these to be super affordable. So we're going to be using a little seaweed extract, very nutrient dense, very good for the skin. This is also helping with the firming properties of this oil. Perfect. And then to add in that caffeine, in place of the guarana fruit extract and some of the other extracts that they use, we're going to be just using plain coffee extract for the caffeine. This is supposed to help depuff and firm your skin. This doesn't have a smell, it's the extract. So we're going to go ahead and add in our coffee extract. All right. And then to this, we're going to be adding in a little bit of vitamin E. The vitamin E is not going to be acting as a preservative, but more like a little, it's going to help preserve the shelf life of the oils to keep your oils a little bit fresh. Now, the last thing we're going to be adding to this is our fragrance. So this is super fun and unique, but Midwest Fragrance Company has started to carry duplicate oils of the Sol de Janeiro brand. So I was able to find a duplicate of the Bum Bum fragrance over at Midwest Fragrance Company, And you guys, it smells almost exactly like it. I wouldn't say it's exactly like it. It's a really, really good dupe. I think the only thing that's different for me on this one versus the actual fragrance that comes from Sol de Janeiro is this one is a little bit lighter. It's a touch lighter. All right, so this fragrance, Bum Bum Dupe, smells a lot like it, like I said, but it really smells like pistachio and salted caramel, but it's also got some vanilla notes to it, and it smells super good. It doesn't smell heavy, like the description of pistachio and salted caramel might come across as a heavy smell to you, but it really isn't. It's kind of a lightweight, tropical, really good smell for a massage oil. Now I notice sometimes when I'm making body oils, the fragrance sometimes is hard to come through. Sometimes we smell more of the oils than we do the actual fragrance. And as I was noticing in the actual list of ingredients, that the fragrance is kind of high up on the list, which means they're using quite a bit of fragrance in the original. So I'm going to be using the maximum usage rate for my body oil here, the highest amount allowed, which is right around 8% of my formula. I really wanted to use around 10%, but that would be going over usage rates for this particular formula. And actually, after I made it and it sat for about 24 hours, I was really, really happy with the fragrance. Perfect. It smells so good. It just smells, it's like one of my favorite smells. There's also in the original formula some sun filtering ingredients. I forgot to mention that. It's not a sunscreen. It doesn't have any SPF, but it does have some sun filtering ingredients. I didn't do anything like that in my duplicate. So as you can see, it's a beautiful golden color. Just mixing everything in. And it's just a very lightweight, fast absorbing oil. And then the last thing we're going to do is go ahead and package this up. Of course, I don't have anything as cute as this. I will be reusing this bottle. It's very high end. But for now, I'm just going to be pouring mine into this cute little cube pump. I got these on Amazon. You can find almost everything that you need to make this project over on my Amazon affiliate link. So check the description box below for my link. It smells so good. So we're just going to go ahead and pour it into this cute little cube pump bottle. And my formula fits perfectly in there. All right, so I wanted to show you how these two compare to each other and also show you another one that I made with a little bit different of an ingredient. And I'll go ahead and place the cost difference right here for you to take a look at between the original and my duplicate. So here is what the original looks like. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my arm here. Whoops. You see how it just is so lightweight. It just goes right in, and look at that. It doesn't even look like there's any kind of oil sitting on my skin at all. It just goes in perfectly. It smells so good, you guys. It's almost like the perfect all year around smell, although I really, really love it for spring and summer. You guys know I love my warm fragrances, and this is a nice warm one to wear because it reminds me of the beach. But not in a traditional kind of like, you know, suntan lotion smell. Very, very just warm and tropical. All right, now here's my duplicate. I'll go ahead and put it on my other arm. This pump might have to be primed a little bit. Here we go. There we go. See how the consistency is just super, super similar. I would say they're almost identical. Mine is probably, this one absorbs in a little bit quicker than mine, meaning my ratios are obviously different than theirs. This is a little bit more emollient than this one, but they smell almost identical, really pretty similar. And it just feels really good. All those great nutrients from the oils and the extracts. Now, this one is totally transparent, looking almost identical to this one. I wanted to show you a different way to make this. I'll be listing this formula also in my campaign, in my Patreon campaign. In this one, I used a little bit of PEG 40 hydrogenated castor oil. You totally don't have to. This is why I shared with you this today without it. But you can see the difference in color. This one is totally transparent. This one is not. It's a little bit more opaque. The hydrogenated castor oil is going to create a little bit of viscosity if you want this to be a little bit thicker, but also not heavier in the way that it feels on your skin. You can add a little bit of hydrogenated castor oil. This will also help if you're getting out of the shower and you have a little bit of moisture still left on your skin. This will help to self-emulsify with the moisture that's on your skin, creating almost a lotion-like absorbency. So I'm gonna go ahead and list both of those in the Patreon campaign so you guys can see both. See how it's a little bit thicker? It's not as easy to drip right down, and it feels a little thicker, a little easier to put on, but you can leave out the pegs, you can leave out the hydrogenated castor oil and make it just like I showed you today, and you still have a very gorgeous, beautiful oil. All right, everybody, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Please leave me some comments and questions below. It really means a lot to me. Share this video with a friend, and why not subscribe to my channel? All right, everybody, catch you on the next video. Bye. Keep shining.